Welcome to this fascinating video where we explore the life and work of an iconic figure in the Catholic Church, Father Gabriele Amorth, known as the Vatican's Exorcist. For decades, this priest dedicated his life to faith, battling evil, and the ministry of exorcisms, becoming one of the most recognized figures in this field. In this video, we present 20 interesting facts about Father Amorth, his vocation, his spiritual battles, and the legacy he left for the Church and humanity. Join us on this journey to discover the life of this remarkable priest. 1. His birth and education. Gabriele Amorth was born on May 1, 1925, in Modena, Italy, into a deeply religious family that instilled values of faith and compassion in him from an early age. His father was a humble and devout man, and his mother, a loving yet strict woman, had a significant influence on his character. From a young age, Gabriele stood out for his intelligence and interest in spirituality, as well as his strong commitment to social causes, actively participating in local community activities. His formative years unfolded in an Italy undergoing political and social changes, shaping his perspective on the role of faith during times of adversity. 2. His path to priesthood. Amorth entered the seminary in his youth, driven by a deep desire to serve God and humanity. He was ordained as a priest in 1954, joining the Society of St. Paul, a congregation founded by Blessed Giacomo Alberione dedicated to evangelization through media. From the beginning of his priesthood, Amorth stood out for his ability to connect with people, especially young audiences, and for his staunch defense of Catholic values in an era of growing challenges for the Church. Initially tasked with promoting spiritual reading and Catholic publications, his life soon took a turn toward the ministry of exorcism. 3. Influence of Father Candido Amontini. A pivotal moment in Amorth's life was his meeting with Father Candido Amontini, a renowned exorcist who became his mentor. Amontini, with decades of experience in exorcism, saw great potential in Amorth and trained him in the complexities of this ministry. Under his guidance, Amorth learned not only the prayers and rituals but also the critical skill of discerning between psychological issues and genuine demonic possessions. Amontini emphasized the importance of humility, patience, and absolute faith in God, values that Amorth carried throughout his career. 4. Appointed Vatican exorcist. In 1985, Father Gabriele Amorth was officially appointed exorcist for the Diocese of Rome, placing him under the direct jurisdiction of the Vatican. This appointment cemented his reputation as one of the most important exorcists in the Catholic world. During his early years as an exorcist, Amorth faced countless cases that tested his physical, emotional, and spiritual resilience. He often described this work as spiritual warfare, emphasizing that it was not an individual effort but a mission involving the Church and the community of believers. 5. Thousands of exorcisms performed throughout his life. Father Amorth claimed to have performed over 70,000 exorcisms, a figure that reflects his tireless dedication to the ministry. However, he clarified that many of these cases were simple blessings or minor interventions, while only a small percentage involved actual demonic possessions. These more severe cases often required prolonged sessions, sometimes lasting months or even years, to free the afflicted person. According to Amorth, each exorcism was an opportunity to witness God's power over evil, which reinforced his faith and commitment. 6. His views on demonic possession. Amorth firmly believed in the reality of demonic possession and emphasized that it was a spiritual phenomenon that could not be dismissed. He identified common signs of possession, such as an aversion to sacred objects, supernatural physical strength, and knowledge of unknown languages. However, he always stressed the importance of careful diagnosis, working closely with doctors and psychologists to rule out physical or mental conditions before proceeding with an exorcism. He believed that the devil manifested in both subtle and direct ways and that faith and prayer were essential in resisting these influences. 7. Battling skepticism. Throughout his career, Father Amorth faced significant skepticism both within and outside the Church. Some clergy members viewed exorcisms as outdated practices, while secular audiences dismissed them as superstitions. Amorth calmly responded to such criticisms by citing his personal experiences and the many cases in which he had helped individuals reclaim their spiritual peace. He defended exorcism as a necessary pastoral tool and argued that skepticism should not prevent the Church from fulfilling its mission to combat evil. 8. Prolific author Father Amorth was a prolific author, publishing numerous books that became key references in the field of exorcism and demonology. Works like An Exorcist tells his story, and More Stories of an Exorcist provide an in-depth look at his ministry, describing real cases, theological reflections, and guidance for believers. In addition to their informative value, these books aim to demystify exorcism and offer spiritual guidance to those facing challenges related to evil. 9. Founder of the International Association of Exorcists in 1990, Amorth founded the International Association of Exorcists, an organization dedicated to providing training, support, and a network for priests involved in this ministry. The association was a significant step toward professionalizing exorcism within the Church, establishing standards, and promoting collaboration among exorcists worldwide. In 2014, the association received official recognition from the Vatican, an achievement Amorth considered one of the greatest milestones of his life. 10. His relationship with the Vatican. Although he worked directly under Vatican supervision, Father Amorth did not shy away from voicing his opinions when he felt that the importance of exorcism was being underestimated. He openly criticized certain church leaders for not providing adequate support for this ministry and warned of the consequences of ignoring the increase in demonic activity. Despite these differences, his loyalty to the Church never wavered, and he worked tirelessly to strengthen the faith of believers. 11. Advocate for prayer and sacraments. Amorth consistently emphasized the importance of prayer, confession, and the Eucharist as the most powerful weapons against evil. According to him, a life of faith and communion with God was the best defense against demonic influences. He encouraged believers to strengthen their relationship with God through constant prayer and participation in the sacraments, asserting that true spiritual freedom could only be found in Christ. 12. Notable cases in his ministry. Throughout his career, Amorth shared several cases he considered extraordinary, including inexplicable physical manifestations such as levitations or drastic changes in voice. While he rarely disclosed specifics to protect individuals' privacy, these accounts captured the attention of both believers and skeptics, sparking ongoing interest in the topic of exorcisms. 13. Critic of occult practices. Father Amorth was an outspoken critic of occult practices such as Ouija boards, astrology, and magic. He warned that these activities, though seemingly harmless, could open doors to evil and expose participants to serious spiritual risks. He often recounted cases of individuals who sought his help after experiencing negative consequences from engaging in such practices. 14. Views on the devil's influence in society. Amorth believed that the increasing secularization of modern society weakened people's spiritual defenses, making it easier for the devil to act. He criticized the loss of moral values and abandonment of faith, arguing that these factors contributed to greater spiritual suffering and moral confusion. 15. Media collaborations. Amorth was not afraid of engaging with the media and participated in numerous interviews and documentaries, sharing his experiences and insights. While his appearances often sparked controversy, they also helped educate the public about the ministry of exorcism and the importance of faith in combating evil. 16. Unshakable faith. Despite challenges and criticism, Father Amorth's faith never faltered. He always trusted fully in God's power and viewed his work as a divine calling. His commitment to the ministry of exorcism was a testament to his deep spirituality and dedication to the Church's mission. 17. His legacy in the Church. Father Amorth left a lasting legacy in the Catholic Church. His work not only strengthened the ministry of exorcism but also inspired a new generation of priests and believers to take spiritual warfare seriously. His life remains an example of courage, dedication, and unwavering faith. 18. His death and impact on the Catholic world. Father Amorth passed away on September 16, 2016, at the age of 91. His death left a void in the Church but also a legacy that continues to inspire those seeking to confront evil with faith and courage. He was widely remembered as a soldier of Christ and a tireless defender of spiritual values. 19. Movies and books inspired by his life. The figure of Father Amorth has inspired movies and books, including the recent film The Pope's Exorcist. These productions have brought his story to a wider audience, highlighting his fight against evil and his impact on contemporary faith. 20. An example of dedication and courage. Father Amorth's life is a reminder of the importance of faith, courage, and dedication in the fight against evil. His example inspires thousands to face their own spiritual challenges with hope and determination, always trusting in God's power. Conclusion. This concludes our journey through the life of Father Gabriele Amorth, a man who dedicated his life to serving God and fighting against evil. His legacy reminds us that faith and prayer can be powerful forces in the face of adversity. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell for more historical and spiritual content. Thank you for joining us on this journey. See you next time.